So we've been streaming, just apparently not recording for the YouTube.
Hmm.
Because they've been wanting to turn it off and on, and of course that means that we're gonna forget to turn it on. Oops.
Game over.
Going to game 3, I guess.
We're gonna find out in a second.
He's still shuffling up, like as if he's ready to play.
Okay, I think we're going to game 3. Just what you wanted.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Yep. Going to game 3.
I've heard the Vroomzidairs running laps around the table, but I gotta go verify.
Yes, that whole game took longer than the other match.
I got a feeling about this one. There's gonna be an early Felia into a Riddler,
Okay.
and the race is gonna be on.
So if we were to consider a fast game between these two,
Fast and
so
close.
quote unquote fast, how fast does that look like for either one?
Turn wise,
Like, what's the fastest turns that we could look at for a win from one of these
if
two?
if we have Felia into Riddler on turn 3, blink it. We're only going to be attacking for 7 the next turn. So I'm going to say turn 6, best case. No disruption. Unlikely, though. Unlikely.
Realistically, we're looking at double digits here.
Always good to reconsult the deck list.
Yeah, so you get the double check of, like, did he actually bring anything in? Is there anything that would be more important now that he's on the play? Nobody has mentioned that. No, that's funny though. Kindle's is a restaurant that's pretty close to that's here in Oklahoma. Really big chicken fried steak. I mean, like plate huge, and they give you a huge helping of like gravy. They give you a ton of sides, and to finish it all off, they also give you a cinnamon roll, just in case that wasn't all enough. And it's over in a town called Noble, just east of Norman. And it's got really good food. I actually know the owner over there, or one of the owners.
So you get it for free if you eat it all.
If you eat it all in the time frame, you get it for free. Otherwise, it's not so cheap.
So he's not saying pox, pox, pox. He's saying bark, 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 bark.
Correct.
Well, that's cool. I mean, was that recently? That was this weekend?
I'm not sure that's what this person's saying.
I mean, if that's the case, maybe other people should consider that. Fueling up on chicken fried steak before.
He did it on Thursday. Well, apparently that's the play from now on. Just Thursday, go over to Kendall's and Noble, and then
let it digest for 2 days. And then,
did he do well enough in the team event, or was he just too bloated coming in? Yeah, Kindle's is actually kind of like an amalgamation of a bunch of rooms of like an old business building, um, and there are just tables. Just kind of, it's almost like a house, but it's a business building in downtown Noble. And they just bought all the businesses that were all lined up next to each other, and they didn't bother tearing out all the walls. So they just kept throwing tables in each of these rooms. So it's almost like an old style restaurant.
I like that. That's got style.
Floor definitely creaks, but there's plenty of like memorabilia all lined all along the walls of all the different people that have been there, all the different celebrities, and then stuff that they've managed to get a hold of. Because like one of the part owners, he used to be in the MMA or not WWE, not MMA, WWE back in like the '80s. So back when it was cool, uh, and like he used to travel with like the Sheik, and like on the tour and stuff. So yeah,
Is that a wrestler? The Sheik?
that yeah, it's a wrestler, like Russian, and
Not Arabic.
mhm.
Sheik.
Could have been
Okay.
Arabic. I could be wrong. I
mean-
remember the stories that he would describe of what he did, and they're definitely reflective of how the '80s was.
Is that the Hulk Hogan era of WWE, the 80s?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's a great era.
But then he ended up coming back to Oklahoma, and he's been with Kendall since then. It's a family business. Pretty sure he runs it with his sister. But yeah, the whole cinnamon roll, like whatever entree you get, you'll get cinnamon rolls after. It's like a tradition of theirs.
Free dessert cinnamon roll. Wow.
Delicious too.
And they're not currently our sponsors, so if you're listening,
If you're not hashtag not sponsored. But Kindles, if you want to go and slap your name on, that would be cool.
and we're coming later, so you know, don't forget
You've heard all the free talk of the town that we've given about you.
Looks like mulligans on both sides. We're back. We're back in. You don't really want a mulligan against a pox deck.
Smallpox.
Yeah, feels real bad.
Yeah.
I would almost just keep like a 5-land hand and say, "This is what we got," and I have lands to cast my spells.
I'm almost certain that's what somebody said against. I can't remember if it was a lands opponent or it was another like wasteland heavy deck that it wasn't like Pox, but they had wasteland not strip mine, wasteland ghost quarter with the life for the loan package, and they're like, well, I just kept a 5-lane hand because I knew I could at least survive the early turns because they don't necessarily have a clock.
But that is, if you're playing against lands, that's when they're going to merit lage you on turn 2.
Yeah, they're like, that's cool.
Gotcha, sucker. We're on our way.
All right. Looks
Mr.
like we
Green
finally got
Force.
some keeps. I do see a wasteland in that hand. Tamio, I'm assuming that's assuredly coming out turn 1. And it is.
It's everybody's favorite moonfolk.
She's late for class, didn't you hear?
Yeah, if you have your sound on in Arena, I question your sanity.
I definitely
Actually,
play.
you can't take off the plane. I have my sound off, and you can't take off the Planeswalker emotes.
The emotes? Oh.
Yeah, she still says that. It's stuck in my brain. You can't turn it off.
Oh no, I'm late for class. Yeah.
Wait. We did keep a 4-land hand with Tamio Stifle. Look at that.
Well,
But he has multiple wastelands, so.
well, Stifle's out of there.
Or one wasteland. I can't tell with that.
It looks like
Very card.
one wastelands. Yeah, it looks like one. Maybe. No, it's. I don't know. No, it's one because there's a fetch land and another stifle.
Oh, there were 2 stifles. Okay. So, It's always fun when you kind of get to choose for your opponent's Thoughtseize.
You're like, cool, it's one of these.
Wow, we've got dual decks going on. I don't know if anybody else has realized this. We've got the APAC basics, which I love, versus the Euro lands on the tempo side. That's not a dual deck you often see, but I mean, I'm digging it. And maybe Wizards would do a printing. Okay, we're wastelanding the hatchery right away.
Trigger, make a 1/1.
Yep, we get a 1/1 flying insect.
God, I've never had it. Never didn't have it. Yeah, because if it gets up to 2, then that's like the number that's problematic. Thoughtseize again. I want that stifle out of your hand.
And I think that's another Tameo. Is that what I'm seeing?
That's what it looks like. Yep.
Mm.
I mean, if he has follow up, I feel like this has got to be assuredly something good going on. Attack for 1, play Ghost Quarter for turn. Ghost Quarter for turn doesn't bode well for me.
Doesn't seem great.
Meanwhile, Tameo player draws another land. Get a clue. They're blue. They're clues. You can almost say that they're blues clues.
When there's a Ghost Quarter on the other side, you definitely don't want to be fetching basics.
Nope. Leave those suckers in there. Because you.
But there's also the possibility of wastelands. So I think that was a main phase clue crack.
It was.
That's interesting. I guess we're playing around Bowmaster.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, I do love drawing cards, and I really do hate that Bowmaster. Because if you're not playing Bowmaster, you got to spend a whole card on it.
Bowmaster is a son of a gun. Especially if you... Oh, looks like we got a judge question. Stepped away from the table. But yeah, so Bowmaster's really annoying if you're playing Bazaar Baghdad and you're not on Dredge.
Because you are drawing those
You're
cards. Guaranteed
taking 2 every turn. Unless you have a bunch of root wallas that are going to die to it. Attack for 1.
Dual decks continue. It's Insect versus Moonfolk. One of them deals damage, though.
Both to itself and to its opponent. He's almost losing the race to himself.
Okay. Yeah, 15 to 16.
Another clue. Another Tundra. Drew his swords.
Okay, so now we're going to confidently crack this clue. Ready for that Bowmaster. So, was there a land drop miss then from Pox?
There was.
Ooh.
There was. It's not looking good for the old Pox. Shame Ghost Quarter can't target itself and succeed to go get a land.
Wait a second. Can it target itself?
I think
one of them can. Is it just Wasteland?
I think Ghost Quarter. We'll have to look. But the thing is, they would still fail. Destroy target land. Its controller may search his or her library for a basic command, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle.
So you can do it to your own Ghost Quarter, but did Thistles.
Yeah, right.
So we wastelanded the Tundra, and now we've got Pithing Needle on the stack. So I think that came back in out of the sideboard.
Right.
What
Yeah.
do you think?
I think so. I think we've learned our lesson. Please, Pithy Needle, it says that one. The backside.
We haven't seen a single cantrip out of the blue deck. Always kind of hurts my heart. Why? Where are they?
Wrath of the Skies, X is 0.
I mean, that's got to hurt right now because you missed a land drop and now
That's
you
rough.
only have Ghost Quarter. Wow.
It's rough.
Again, if Tamio just had one
Which-
toughness, we'd be
This would have
getting,
been, yeah.
we'd be getting somewhere. I mean, she shouldn't, but we'd be getting somewhere. at
What
least.
I am surprised about is that like he had another Tameo in hand. He could have just did for one and popped the Pithy Needle.
It doesn't seem like he's going to flip the Tamio. So
Maybe he's just fine with just drawing cards. Oh boy.
not like this.
Surely. Oh man, we have the grind. I promise I'm gonna win, but I'm just gonna attack for 0 every turn. I swear. There's a win con. It's in here. Archive return.
Get rid of that.
another Tameo. Sack a clue. Draw a card. Draw the force.
Okay, so we're ready for lifelong if it comes. Come on, Felia. Come on, doggy. There you
Surely,
go.
surely, we're in hard cast riddler territory at this point.
We are. We just need one of the threat. Maybe he boarded him out. I mean,
Man, I'm boarding out the win cons.
some people do. They just concede to the Tamio ultimate. So
That's fair. That's fair.
okay, we got green mana. We got a Beseiju.
I'll just say it was like about to just snap off the stage. You
He's ghost quartering his own Beseiju.
so you could go get black mana then. That's my guess.
Wow.
Interesting. Interesting. So it
Wait,
makes
wait.
me wonder. Oh, he
And he's
probably
floating green, and he's gonna loam.
loam.
Oh my god. And there's a force negation on the other side. Nobody say anything. Needle is naming, I
Force-
would imagine, the backside of Tamio, we hope. Could be the front side.
Needle we're assuming it's named the other side of Tamio because ever since then he hasn't bothered to even try to flip it, and he's had the resources to be able to do so with the clues if he stacked them. All right, goes and grabs a Bayou.
Wait, oh my god. Do we have a blue card to go with this force?
Yeah, he has a second Tamio.
Right. What am I thinking? Oh, it's happening.
It's here. And the exact card that he needs. Cool. I'll just go cry. Go ahead. But we at least have both green and black mana now, so that's important.
No, we don't. We only have black.
Oh, is that because it's Ghost Warrior, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. And that's a late slam in his hand if he ever does find something. Oh, they're saying he just missed the clue token, sure. Unless he already cracked it. Okay, cool. Draws another blue. Looks like a counter spell. Just draws.
I think
a
we got
brainstorm
tons of
finally.
brainstorms that we just don't want to cast because.
Well, he
Man,
just drew. I think he drew both of them his turn.
I think he had one last turn, and he's just not. He doesn't want to flip Tamio.
He's searching for something specific.
A creature that attacks with
Bigger
toughness?
than
Power?
bigger power than 0. I'll tell you how much I've liked this game so far.
Scale from 1 to 10.
So this is a game of Magic the Gathering. This is game 3. Praise the Lords. Praise Thor. Game two was about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It was long. This game's looking at it's at I want to say it's around 25 minutes right now.
Okay, we're casting Brainstorm, and I see a dog. So
8 turn clock. Here we go.
okay,
Flip Tamio. Felia assuredly coming in. Or if Wrath of the Skies X is one, I imagine. Well, it just blows up your Tamio, so you don't want to.
No, it doesn't.
It blows up
planeswalkers.
creatures, not planeswalkers.
Everything but planeswalkers and lands, basically.
All right, get that pithy needle out of here.
He's holding the dice. He's ready. Okay, and we've still got the mana to cast Felia on the end step.
Yeah. Man, still not haven't drawn a land, and that's nuts.
It's a pocket. There's got to be a big pocket of lands somewhere in there. Well, okay, best case, you draw Riddler right away. And then you don't get to attack with it yet, but soon.
It would speed up the clock significantly. I almost wonder if you even just if you have Brainstorm in hand, do you just fire it off immediately
Yeah.
so you can just
I would do it pre-combat.
so you can dig. Okay,
Nah.
never mind.
See, okay, I play a lot of blue-white, and sometimes you just don't want to win the game. You just don't want to lose the game. So I understand.
I see. Us and everyone else watching understands.
Shake your head. Yeah.
Just win the game. I think the last time that I played Control of any kind seriously was back in Amonkhet Standard Time, and Approach of the Second Sun was the thing to do.
That's
and
such a great win con.
it was fantastic, and I played 2 copies. It was everything. It was the win con. If it was gone, then you lost. He had Regal Caracals in the sideboard to deal with mono red, and that was it.
So while we were reminiscing about a great time, there was a fetch land, and then it was stifled. And we still are just attacking with Felia. Oh wait! Are we already at Tamio Ultimate?
Tamio Ultimate firing off.
Did it come that fast? Wow. Or are we just counting the library?
Well, there was 2 dice on there, and now there's not.
Okay.
Trying to do math, trying to figure it out.
I kind of like just counting the cards not in your library. Kind of goes faster. Oh. Well, surely there's a Riddler in those 20-something cards.
I hope.
Oh, Riddler spotted.
Target acquired. Draw another card.
Both these players are determined to not concede.
That they are not fast scoopers, that's for sure.
And he said fast scoopers, just in case anybody misheard that.
Oh, was there a misinterpretation?
Yeah, maybe one swamp could get there. We could ritual into wow, Zeranorb just got spell pierced. That's where we're at.
He's already dead. Leave him alone. Please release him.
We're not even there yet because he's at 8, so this attack doesn't quite do it. Now, what if he attacked with the Defilia, but he blinked the Riddler and did not attack with it? I think my partner here would lose his nerve. Okay, we're on the last turn, folks. Attack? Okay, handshake.
Yes. All right. Cool.
The Doomsday player is about 20 miles away, but he can be here in minutes.
He'll be here so quick. He went to go take a smoke. Went to go get the milk. But he'll be right back in. So they're gonna get their stuff together. So we're gonna have Azorius Tempo against Vroom's Day, which apparently Azorius Tempo is supposed to be good against this deck.
It's kind of like Rebel Scum versus the Empire. I feel like that's where we're at. I'm not sure which
So
is
you're
which.
seeing the Rebel Scum work. Second place gets a Gaius Cradle.
And first place is getting
Mox Sapphire.
ooh.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we're gonna move this over to the main match because I'm sure that's where they'll be at. Well, okay.
You want us to stay on the same table?
It would actually be cool if you moved them over to the other table. Now I get to find out what their name is. It's cool that he asked those questions. Nicholas R.
I'm going to go congratulate our Pox player.
Okay, go for it. I would have to look and see what third and fourth get because I don't have the list memorized. Give me 1 second. All right, to everybody that was wondering, I would also guess that that this match shouldn't take as long. We hope. All right, so third and fourth place in the order of whoever is the higher seed, they get their choice of Tundra or City of Traders, and the other person gets the remainder. And then fifth through eighth, they got Scrubland, Taiga, Intuition, or Wheel of Fortune, and they got their choice of those downwards. And then 9th through 24th had a slew of cards that they could choose from. But first place, they also get Nicola Beeson's original land run art sketch of the playmat that's here this year that you see on the screen. Oh, yeah. That's why you're here. In the Judge Dungeon. That's
We have names.
This is the finals.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, I did get confirmation from the Pox player that Hogak was kind of just not thought about because we were so far ahead. There was a Hogak in the graveyard, and he just
absolutely didn't think about it.
I think that's kind of how I interpreted it. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah, because like I could have swore because you even called it out. You're like, oh yeah, there's the Hogak right there, and the Hogak very much could have been put in play. And that game would have been finished 10 minutes sooner.
See, neither player wants to win. They just don't want to lose. You just don't want to lose.
But maybe that would have like took him out of his land pocket from the next game. Who knows? Oh well.
But I knew I would make up my time watching Untimed Legacy. It's fun.
We've got a cycled street wraith
This is the more comfortable chairs I've been in a long time.
and into a ponder, island ponder. I mean, the speed, it's almost, we're in slow motion right now because they're going so fast. We don't want you to miss anything.
Yeah, be careful. This could be a 45-second game.
Are they in game yet?
I wish it would make things so much better. Resolve.
So ponder was a shuffle, and we've drawn from ponder, and we're not done. Okay, there's a bobble.
I
thought
want
it
to see
might have
what
been
you're
a-
drawing.
It might have been a pedal. We could have already been done. Okay, so he's passed the turn, drawn from bobble.
Can you tell he's played a few games of Magic today based off of that notepad?
And we got our favorite Tamio on the other side.
She's here. She's late to class.
Every time
She's
you say
made
that,
it
I just get like, it's like when somebody scratches styrofoam. And then, oh, don't forget, respect the library.
So I've played a ton, and I mean a ton, over the course of the past 2 years of Demir mid-range and standard. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard the word "yeah" as Kaido comes into play from ninjutsuing. Oh, I love a good fair fight. Yeah. Oh man, I had so many of his sayings just memorized from just being in play.
I think Rao Crackling Wood's my favorite though. Otter to otter.
Yeah.
Okay, we've made it past the first 2 turns. Wow.
And resolving a surveil. See.
So is this
Binning a ritual. So, is that red flag for you if you're if you're Doomsday player? That's a dark ritual.
the warning bells are starting to sound. Yeah. Was this was the fetch in response to a brainstorm?
That's what it looks like.
So I think we're on Nicholas's turn, and he's attacked, and then there was a brainstorm.
Yeah, Doomsday Player does not care about Flip Tameo. Not relevant, I would imagine.
I've also played a lot of Arena Cube and a Johnny Nicodem Riot. His are pretty fun too. They're kind of a little mid on the front side, but the back side real fun, real fun.
I'll have to go check that out. Okay, we got
Liliana usually has good ones too. So yeah, so it looks like Tamio, Consign, Ponder, Wasteland, Days.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
So
Not a bad hand.
are you taking Days or are you taking Consign here? Okay,
Oh,
never
yeah,
mind.
straight to
Decision's been
Consign.
made.
Yeah, because Days we can easily play around. Consign, not
A little bit harder.
not as easy.
Because it stops the Thoracle action, right? Stops the Fantastic card.
Right. So good against our threats. Doomsday Player's taking his time though. I mean, he's setting up for the win. Not sure when. Surveil on the end step, Metico's archive, and we're considering. Okay, we're keeping the card, and it's.
Well, at this point in time, even if that was true for the board states advanced so far along that we would be able to midnight here in the game, unless somebody has like possibly camera evidence that could be submitted.
I wonder how he'd be at 8 cards because he's played a land every turn. He was on the play, right? Doomsday was on the play.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Wasteland was played, but it was not activated. That's interesting.
Which is, yeah. Not sure.
Okay, we got a ritual. Something's happening. Sparks are flying. Yeah, with Days in your hand, I'm not sure why you don't Wasteland. Now there are 2 other lands in play. Car. Beep beep.
Vroom.
Oh, it all makes sense. He drew a Snapcaster Mage.
If you want to keep commentating, I guess I'll find out.
I was kind of between, like, you want to play another threat besides Murktide, or besides the Ophelia and the Riddler, and like Murktide's a consideration. Some people play the Snapcaster Mage, the 1-of Snapcaster Mage. It's a really nice blink target with Ophelia. It's a really good value. You can also play Thunder Trap Trainer, or none. Just Tameo, Riddler, and the Doggo. Okay, so Snapcaster Mage targeted Consign, and then it was dazed by Doomsday. So we have a car in play, but not for 4/4s. And I think we've got a pause in the game because we are checking on number of cards in it. Who? I thought it was the Doomsday player we thought had 8 cards in hand at the beginning, or somebody saw.
Just gotta find out.
Okay, we're still taking game actions. This looks like a ponder being resolved. Lots of picking up from the library and then putting back down. Still considering though. Sometimes you're commentating on a stream that's already happened and you can't
Yeah.
go back. And even so, it's really hard even in real time to confirm these things, but anyway. It's been noted.
Yeah, I haven't. Whenever I tried pulling up Twitter myself on my own phone, I wasn't able to make it go back in the video. So I don't even know what VOD there would be available for me to be able to go back on. But unfortunately, something like this usually gets said in the finals of at least one of the events every year, and it ends up being not true. Whatever said. So,
Well, we got a slow car. It's been
well, okay, yeah. So, okay. Because if we could try to get this figured out before game two starts, that could certainly help. I pull up Twitter again so I can pull it myself.
There is a car in play, but I'm imagining he's not turning it into a creature. Do not want to make that vulnerable to Swords Plowshares, and I don't think there's been a single attack. But now we got 4 cars. And we're coming across for 16. People are throwing car tokens.
Okay, so
A big shout out to our judges. They really do so much, and there's can never have enough appreciation for your judge team. Okay. I think Tamio was attacked with some number of cars, so life total has not been updated yet. But I imagine Nicholas is at somewhat of a low life total. And without Wrathless guys in the main deck and without an active Felia, I don't see how we're going to get rid of these 4/4s. Okay, we're pausing the game. The Doomsday player is going to step away and talk to the judges, and we will see what gets done here. I just say that, things do happen in Magic, and it's best to not think that your opponent is consciously making choices to play unfairly, but, we want to keep everybody held accountable for sure. And yeah, there's definitely some brain fade that's going to happen after a full day of Magic. All right.
All right, so the judge has pulled the player aside. Um, this is Kate speaking. Um, it's very clearly from how Paul reacted. It seems like it was accidental. But he said that he normally counts his cards out on the table as opposed to how he counted them on the clip. So the judge is going to review the footage, and he said he even counted out all the permanents and everything that's in the graveyard, and he's able to concur that there's definitely one more card than there should be available to him resource wise. Um, he's rechecking policy to see what needs to happen here. So I can't even speak to necessarily what'll happen. I imagine at the very least we're looking at a game loss. I don't know if anything further needs to happen, but
It's
that'll
tough because
be.
we're so far past
We
it.
are so far past it. There's just no way to just fix it. Like normal situation, if this happens, it's either you could just take a mulligan and just not worry about it, or you can allow your opponent to look at your hand and they get to effectively thought seize you and put one card on the bottom. But it's so far past. Um, there's just no fix.
So you did check the footage, and there were 8 cards.
Yeah, so I reviewed the clip that was shared by the player. I thank you very much for Fiery Justice. Thank you so much for sharing the clip. I'm gonna let so you can see where he counts out 3 cards, and then from then on he counts out every single card singularly, um, and it's 1 card at a time until he has 8 cards. So it's very clear as day. um, uh, So we appreciate that. We're getting it resolved. I'm really glad that we caught this while we're still in the finals and then the top 8 and not after a winner's been declared. So,
Can I watch that one more time?
yeah.
It did look like 8 cards to me.
It was very solidly. Like you can.
Yeah, I mean, he's counting them out.
Yeah. And the way it was counted, it almost feels like it's hard to not see him knowing that it was 8 because of the way that he counted it out based off the clip. But mistakes happen. But after he looked at his hand and saw that there were 8 cards, surely this deep in, you would just mulligan and try to look past it or be honest about the 8 cards. So you could either be honest about the 8 cards, or you could just take the hit on the chin and just mulligan the 6, regardless what the 8 cards look like.
So Cade's our head judge for this event,
Right.
And whatever decision he makes is going to be final because there's not going to be an appeal. You can't appeal to the head judge of an event.
Yeah, because the head judge is sitting right next to the table, and that's who I talked to, and that's who reviewed the policy. It looks like we're at least at a game loss going to game 2. Now, had this been caught after this game was concluded, what would have happened, I think, is that game win would have still stood, but then there would have been a game loss for
And then we
game
would have
2,
gone to game
and then
3.
they would have gone to game 3. But since it was caught in the game, we're still
But
that'll be a game loss. I don't know if they're allowed to.
I don't think we're going to sideboard.
I don't think we're allowed to sideboard because that's still considered a game one loss. And that happened right. So Judge is joining us here. If you want to go ahead and share with us what your approach on the what you read the policy and then what did you discover?
So the proper issues that we have moved so far through this game that you can't really rectify the core issue, which is that you have an extra card in hand. The fix would really just remove the extra card and doesn't impact the game state. The players requested to functionally replay the match in progress. So what they have done is, in essence, intentionally drawn and started this game over.
Oh,
So this is sort of a deviation from policy, but rather than try to patch this game, both players acknowledged, hey, this is a critical mass combo deck that's going to benefit disproportionately from this error. Let's do it right.
okay. So instead of him receiving a game loss,
So
they instead
Did Nicholas have the option for his opponent to? Well, was it kind of just so obvious that was the mutual decision?
Yes.
Okay.
I offered my ruling, and both players said, can we do this instead?
So your ruling, I guess, what was your ruling?
The only way within policy is to say there's a card in the wrong zone. We need to get it to the right zone, which is in the random portion of the library. And at that point, removing a single card from the hand of the player who's already executed their combo is not going to change the outcome.
So it's not a game loss. You can't really make it a game loss.
So the core of it, and hooray, this is immortalized in Twitch, is the way you have to approach policy here is that what is the infraction, and then that dictates what the penalty and what the fix is. So if the infraction is something dire, at this point, all we can show is there's a game rule violation. Or correctly, a mulligan procedure error in which he's drawn too many cards at the beginning of the game. We're so far removed from the mulligan procedure that most of the fixes for mulligan procedure don't change it. Game rules change allow us to either leave game state as is, back up, or deviate from policy, which you'd never want to deviate if you can help it. And if a card is in the wrong zone, part of game rules violations, you return it to the zone it's supposed to be in.
okay. So what would have been the ruling had they not come to that agreement?
I just get to put a card into the library.
Okay, just a random card that's in hand.
And this is also, again, great conversation here. This is also predicated on investigation to determine that the player's not cheating.
Right.
It's one of those you want to make sure that this is to the best
A
of our ability
genuine
to
error
determine
as
an honest mistake. Right. Because if a player's cheating, this is a different conversation. But yeah,
That's where warnings would come in from
Are we
earlier.
DQing them and going home?
Thank you, Matt Hoskins.
these are tricky situations. And, I think this is one that we're going to get to at its core, and for the Twitch chat at home. This is one we're going to get to review. I'm going to get to spend some more time thinking about this, talking to some other judges about how best to handle things like this. And I'm mostly just thrilled that the players determined that the best course of action was to make things right in a way that policy can't always fix.
And huge ups to Nicholas on that. Which because I'm pretty sure Paul was in a winning state based off of the board when I looked at after I came back in because I stopped watching the board after I was doing my own investigation before I shared it with y'all. But after I came back, I looked at the board state and I saw 16 power and play on Broomsday side, and it's like, oh, he's definitely in a winning position here. So I'm really glad that this was able to be resolved in a way that both players are satisfied, and like some of the people are saying that we get to have a good final. So
Yep. So more magic than we bargained for.
yeah, more magic. Here we go, 10 o'clock.
I'm going to hop back out on
Yes,
the
sir.
floor.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
y'all.
Yeah, I would say that that's kind of just the best outcome, that they're both willing to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not for us here, but
I
fast
definitely
games.
did have fireworks to go watch. That's okay.
But it's better than a real feel bad situation that could have come
Yeah.
up. But there are fireworks going off right now in this technical
Yeah,
game
this
too.
is so much better fireworks. I'm sure my girlfriend's family is okay with me just being here watching some magic. It's all right.
Now I have put a ball and chain on my commentator's foot, so he can't get away.
Not allowed to leave.
I'm trying to figure out where we are. So there's a lot that happened in one turn. There was a Dark Ritual into a car, met by a Force of Will from Nicholas, met by a Force of Will back from Paul, and then there was an emergency brainstorm
Right.
Nothing found. 16 power. And
Right.
then there was a follow-up Thoughtseize. Didn't even Thoughtseize before.
All of that happened. All of that occurred.
I think that's how I saw it.
All right, so we got Vroomsday up game 1. This is the fast magic that we asked for. We're going to game 2. So word around the corner, word around the bend is that Blue White Tempo is supposed to have a really good matchup here. So.
And I stand by that. We're on the play now, and
Sure. We get to have Stifle available.
you're ready with the stifle.
So ready. Can't wait to fire that off or consign the memory. Oh, man. See, we didn't want that whole long game mess going on anyway. We just wanted this good, solid. Okay, that game was quicker than the judge call was, so we'd love to see it. And again, thank you for Fiery Justice for sharing that clip. That's why we ask if you see something, say something, and feel free to share it. We're not perfect. We don't always catch everything, especially whenever we're in here for 12 hours ourselves, or me in particular. My eyes are not always on the screen. I won't lie. But I'm here for you. I'm here presently all day.
Shout out to chat and stream. Yes, so many, not so great players have been caught
by camera.
Yeah,
for these kind of things, this could have left a bad taste on a lot of people's mouth for the finals. And I'm really glad that we resolved this in a way that pleased both players and arguably had the best result, because then we got to see really good fast magic and why Fantastic Car belongs in the format.
So now we can say if Paul wins the match that he actually won 3-1.
Yeah. So the judge had come in here and he said that his fix, this is coming from the head judge, was not going to be a game loss. It would have been the same approach as you would from somebody opening with 8 cards.
Yeah, he would be able to.
It has to be obvious that it was intentional. So there was an extra investigation on the judge's part to see if it was intentional. So it was this guy's first warning. I could tell based off of his reaction to the situation, and the judge could tell from the situation that it was a genuine accident. As long as the opponent's cool with it, no harm, no foul. Just re-roll and start it up again. Oh, and what do you know? We're in game 2.
Or game
3. Are we in game 3 already? No.
Well, technically, when you decide to draw, I mean, we're in game 2.
Right. So we're going into we are going into game 3, the good old 101. Let's see if game 2. So actually, in fact, so it wasn't just agreed to a replay. The way that the judge explained it is that both players actually just begged and said, actually, can we please do this instead? Which was just say, screw all this. Let's redo everything. Let's do it right. We want to have a good finals. The judge obviously could not possibly say no to that situation.
And that's the vibe here at the Oklahoma Landrun.
The Oklahoma Landrun, we ain't, we're all about doing things right. So we're going to play some games, and we're going to say ain't and y'all are going to enjoy it, all right?
Damn right.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. Tempo's on the play, and I'm feeling good. Positive. I'm ready.
Feeling good vibes?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see turn 1 Tameo, and Nothing bad's gonna happen. after
Nothing,
that.
nothing bad. Nothing bad.
She's not gonna
okay?
get run over by 4 cars.
not by a couple of 4-4s.
Okay, we're counting out the cards on. The
We're
play
making
mat this
sure.
time. Yeah, yeah.
We're absolutely making sure that there's not too many.
You want to repent for your sins. You know, you want to really make it clear.
In the most obvious way possible.
I feel like I only saw 5 cards this time.
It was that. It may have been a mold of 5. Can you say you've never made a mistake after playing 12 hours of Magic? I can't even say I don't make a mistake after playing 1 hour of Magic. So,
I'm perfect. I don't make any mistakes. But
well,
3 and 3. It's
okay. Well, I can't say the words that I want to say on stream, but good for you.
Oh, okay. We've got. I feel like there was not an NSEP surveil, so that means there's got to be.
Like purposely holding up, like, yeah, there it is. There's
Doggy.
Doggo.
Brainstorm in response. I don't think the Doomsday player has any removal. You don't really need removal.
You don't care about removal.
Sorry.
The life totals aren't relevant most of the time. This
Well-
is comp rel. Notably, it is not professional rel.
I was not aware of professional rel.
brainstorm in response. Fetch. It's a good time to fetch when your opponent with Stifle is tapped out.
Right.
My opponents kept doing that today, and I was like, can't you wait? Can't you just wait a second?
Well, so this is all good feedback, and we appreciate the feedback that everybody continues to give. The judge made his ruling, and then the players gave an alternative that they were both satisfied with to that ruling, and we're moving forward. And hopefully, we will be wrapping up this match.
Well, Felia just got countered, so
Maybe this means that he needs things in play to stay in play.
So Felia was dazed, picking up an underground sea, and now we're back on Nicholas's turn, and he's casting a brainstorm.
I mean, days on failure. What does it mean? Well, I mean, I guess that means you don't have the fast start.
I think it means you don't want to see a Riddler come down and then get blinked and you're under pressure. Because if Velia's not in play, you really have
Don't
all
care.
the time.
Yeah.
Passing it back. Playing a Flood Destroy and passing it back. We got Underground Sea into Ponder.
And I mean, and for as much as I would like to say that I'm a really good read of character, and based off of the player's reaction whenever the judge was explaining the situation to him, it did not seem like that he knew what the situation was. He was genuinely surprised that that's what happened, and you could almost see not necessarily fear of like, oh, I just got caught. It was fear of, oh, I made a mistake. Yeah.
We could almost say, well, maybe remorse isn't the right word. Just
It to me, it just the reaction did not feed onto intent.
2 explorers.
Two explorers, I swear. My opponent, he says it's all right.
That's when you know you're really good at cheating, when you get your opponents to help you.
Yeah.
Alex Bertaccini. Flow state?
Did flow state resolve? I think so, right? We just cast a flow
Yeah,
state.
there's a
then our
flow
opponent
state,
is
and
fetching.
there's an instant and a sorcerer in the graveyard. So it certainly will grab 2 cards. Um, looks like we got a Surveil in response.
It got
I
Spell
got
Pierce.
Spell Piercer.
Thank you, Chad. You're saving
Our
us.
apologies, sir. We were obviously talking about other things.
Ooh,
Null
Null
Rod.
Rod. Now that's interesting because that's only turning
Stops
off.
exactly Lotus Petal.
Right. I'm not even sure there's an LED, so just pedal.
Alright. And next up is Mycosynth Lattice. And none of those have fun.
Wait. You need a card in play first, don't you? Wait. No, you don't. Yeah.
No, it just turns everything into artifacts, and artifacts can't be activated.
So there was a fetch and a stifle. And now we're brainstorming in response to the stifle, or we let it go. Oh, I think we're going to force the stifle. We want this 3rd land. Maybe that means he doesn't have Dark Ritual. And I'm seeing Force Brainstorm and Consign in Nicholas's hand. But he is tapped out. If we're on his end step.
Yeah, and that's 4. I do see Force Blue card.
Yeah, on Paul's side.
Yeah, on Nicholas's side.
Yeah, I think Paul has another force.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe not. He exiled a force to the force. Well, we'll see.
Flow state number 2. Does this get forced? Surely not, right?
I don't think you can afford to.
You have to save it for something valuable.
Also, lesson I learned today: don't try to counter a flow state when they're not getting 2 cards. I was a bit tired. Did not. You just kind of assume there's a sorcery.
You
in the
almost
graveyard.
always assume it, and then you look, and there's no ponders.
Well, then they let you counter it, and then they cast another flow state, and now they get 2 cards.
They said, thank you, opponent.
Thank you so much.
I know that's what resolves. Thoughtseize. We want to make sure the door is open. So you just let them take it. Brainstorm, Force of Will, Consign to Memory. Most assuredly, it's got to be Consign. Yeah.
You could brainstorm a response, but then you could just lose, depending on what you hide.
Yeah.
Dark Ritual. Here we go.
Well, get this Force out of your hand. Wow.
Cavern Souls.
Interesting.
Car.
Hello. 1 black floating.
And 2 cards in hand. Force Pitch Brainstorm. Car is countered. Okay. Interesting. So you just kind of want to make him do it. And
Right.
get all the cards out of his hand.
Yeah. So now... Wait, what?
Oh, this was the plan.
Yeah.
Let the card get countered, and now
Now you
cast
get to just Doomsday. Yeah, he has 1 card in hand, and if it's not exactly consigned to memory, but even then, I imagine you just...
Archive Trap? Anyone?
Bro, he's calling it out. He's calling out all the right plays. He's searching the library.
I mean, if your opponent has just cast Doomsday and you Archive Trap,
They lose. That's a cool brainstorm response.
But I stand by that this is a good matchup for Azorius Tempo.
I swear, it's a good matchup, y'all.
One of the few games I won today was against Broomsday.
Hit him with the old Steve. The old villager.
Even when your combo opponent has a backup combo that's almost more powerful than their first one, you can work through it.
It legitimately is not just not 100-0. Unfortunately, we're seeing the smaller number prevail here.
Yeah, corner case.
Plus side, a little bit faster matches than the whole last semifinals.
I think this match is going to be
You'd be
faster than
that second game.
or any of their games. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Because if we came over to them starting game 2, finishing the other one to match. Yeah. Still resolving this Doomsday pile, possibly the most important one of the whole day.
Well, he could mess it up, and then there could be a quick couple minute game 3. I mean,
You're still right. You're right. Yeah, and then he'll be on the play, and it'll be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have this null rod in play, so hopefully he didn't bother to put any lotus petals in that pile. That would certainly be a play of all time. Just like the opponent that we had, or a player that we had earlier today, which I don't know if you saw round 1, we had somebody that tends to put in a Haywire Mine while there's a Grafdigger's Cage in play from Urza Saga.
what happens there?
So you select it, you're like, I would like to put this into play, and then game state says, no thank you, shuffle your library.
Okay.
On like Modo, whenever you select it, you hit OK, nothing happens, and it's just like cool. So that's what happened here. He tried selecting it, tried putting it in play. The judge came over and said, "All right, so you made your choice. You can't do that, and you don't get another choice." So it looks like we are making piles. This is not the first time this has happened today. We are in the finals, and it's untimed.
I don't like giving up. I really don't. You just never give up.
It's only 10:21. We're an hour faster than last year, so 10:21 Central Time.
And I think I see Scalding Tarn in hand, and I think we've just drawn a consign. No, it's Ponder.
Finds.
And it's
Deafening Silence?
a little late for that.
Yeah, Fastest Oracle, notably a creature. Does he keep these 3, or does he say, screw it, let me get a random card?
Archive Trap, I'm telling you. Actually, God, we're too late.
Too late. You already missed it.
He kept it. Okay, I think we're pondering again. Oh no. Yeah, maybe we drew a ponder.
Life totals don't matter. Grabs basic island.
Ponder again. Very good. Very good.
Wrath of the Skies, not quite it. I'm honest. Well,
this is an interesting choice being a Wrath. I mean, I guess you kind of want one as like a fallback in case
they didn't kill you on that turn of the swing. You're like, okay, well, I somehow survived the turn. I'm going to blow it all up.
Wasteland. Very good. Very good. Fighting till the end.
Yeah. Definitely won't die this turn. I would like to consider bottom whatever I put here. You're actually right. He did play 2 lands. So
who just played 2 lands?
He played a fetch land, fetched.
Yeah,
and
played Wastelanded.
So
we got stuff on both sides.
The old gotcha. So see, it's not all so bad. So congratulations to Paul taking it down 2-0. 201. We'll see you all tomorrow. Normally we would try to get folks in here, but it's 10:23 at night. I'm sure they want to go home. I'm sure we all want to go celebrate. They want to go celebrate. And we will see you all tomorrow for Vintage, 10 o'clock Central Time. Y'all better be here.
Those games go quick.
They
Usually.
will certainly be quicker than the Golgari matchup that we saw earlier versus Blue White Tempo. Thank you all for staying in. My name's Caden,
I'm Luke.
and y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.